It's good, Plasma. We can actually talk about the Siegfried Djeeta matchup. It's actually you do pretty well. Djeeta actually is one of the better characters for fighting Siegfried because you have a 7 framer. So let's talk about that really quickly. Yeah, it's one of those matchups where even though you have answers, if you don't know them, or if the Siegfried knows how to play around them, it becomes a lot more even. So first off, no matter where he's at, if he cancels into this, if you block the first series, you can mash to him. Does not matter what it is. So if he goes into heavy, does not matter. Does not matter. You have a 7 player. So already you're able to negate a lot of his options because you just have a 7 framer. If you time it. Oh yeah, no, it's definitely annoying because having to look for like off a sweep, off of just being. So the thing about fighting against Siegfried, right, is a lot of his RPS comes from baiting reactions and you looking for the wrong special. For example, if he's in this range, there's a couple things you have to look for: fireball, slam, button in the Rekka. So you're looking for all of these options when he does this, for example. So he's able to steal turns. But essentially, what you end up having to do when Siegfried's in this range is do one of my favorite sayings that I suck at. Down back and react. So one of the things you can do, for example, in getting used to the RPS, is have the bot set your bot to do some recordings. I'm kind of lazy. I'll see if I'll set these up. If I can set these up fast. I probably can't. Where's the recording? Yep. Slot 1. Playback, random. Alright, so slot 1. We have slot 1 be like backdash. So you get the spacing 2M. Backdash 2M. Let's go backdash 2M fireball. Alright. Let's set another to be backdash into Rekka. Let's set another to be backdash 2M nothing. And then let's set one to be backdash 2M. Wait, did I set 3 already? I don't remember. I'll just redo it. Backdash 2M nothing. And then we'll make 4. Backdash 2M. Alright, so now that you have these set, you can practice some actions. Also, actually for that Rekka one, I probably should have had it backdash. Which one was the Rekka? I don't remember, but we'll keep it as is. But make sure when you do the Rekka, you give them a follow-up, which I did. Yes, so you're essentially, you want to react to the EX cancel because that's where your interaction point is. Doing anything else is more risky. This is essentially just to get you to react to the cancel. That's a punish. If you want to go more in depth, you can give some of the cooldowns or your recordings. You can give them actions Like if you do the EX Rekka, you give them a different follow-up in the Rekka, right? But essentially, what you want to do against Siegfried, especially when he gets his pressure started, is react to EX cancels. If you react to the EX, or just look for the EX cancel, and then respond to the EX cancel accordingly, it becomes a lot easier to deal with. Because otherwise, you're looking at a broad spectrum of like, oh, he's in this range and he does this. You're not doing anything about that. You're just not. But essentially, Siegfried is one of those matchups where he's not going to open you up with mix-ups or high-low or any of that. He's just going to open you up because you got impatient and tried to hit a button in the wrong spot. Or he threw you to death. And you got strike thrown into shimmy or delay button, etc. He's not a character that's meant to like open you up besides traditional methods. He has a command grab as well, but like you get hit by this, it's not the end of the world. Or what's the input? It's you follow up, okay. But yeah, you're not gonna get hit by it. You're not gonna get hit by this often. They're not gonna go for this often unless you show them like, hey, don't do that. So the neutral, this is the thing about Siegfried. So there's a couple things I like to notice. If I'm in this range, I'm in the danger zone. This is a no interaction zone. Because the second you stick out anything, the second you try to like do anything, this is gonna end your day. That's gonna end your day, and then you're in a funny, like, if I charge it because you're reacting to it with spot dodge, you're gonna explode. Right? So what ends up happening is, as Djeeta, you're not really supposed to sit in this range. You sit here, where you're out of this range, and you wait for them to either be like, I'm bored, or they do this. So it's kind of like Percy, exactly. You have a no interactions area. If you try to interact with this character in certain ranges, it's not gonna go well. You just can't do it. Kara, thank you for the fucking raid, man. I appreciate it. How was your stream? We're actually going over this matchup right now. Hi, Rena. So essentially, you're in a no interaction range, just like Percy, where he's gonna have bigger buttons than you. He's gonna cover more range than you do. So you're either gonna be here and use your speed once they do something to get in. Ah, nice. I'm hard stuck in S++2 with Percy right now. We're actually gonna play some matches after I get done speaking about this. So in this range, you kind of just have to either get here before you start trying to do anything. Get here. Here's kind of good because you're still in poke range, but you don't want to be out of range of your normals. I'll take a look at it. But essentially, Djeeta just doesn't want to interact with this character. But when she's here, she has the advantage. She's just faster, so she's able to take more turns. She's able to do a lot of stuff to Siegfried, but Siegfried players love this button as a mash. So just be aware that a lot of Siegfrieds are going to hit this button, hit 2L. 2L, 5L, those are, 2L is mainly, like, this button cooks me a lot because most of the time I'm like, alright, it doesn't have that much range, and then I get hit from here. I think it's like Catalina 2L, and it's just not. It's bigger. It's slightly bigger. So I always overestimate or underestimate its range. Because visually, I think it's like Catalina 2L, and then I just get hit. But yeah, so just be lame, like, I want to be over here, and then every once in a while you can go, I'm checking you. I need to check you. So it's kind of like you have to abuse the fact that you're just a fast character. He's not going to be that mobile. He's not going to be able to move and take spaces easily as you are without EX Fireball. So you just kind of have to abuse that you have that movement. Oh, I didn't know she could do that off of that. Now I know. Still, the bug is still here. Yeah, because that took the 2 BP. Just because I have SSBA active. But alright. Is there any other questions you really have for me? Yeah, I was just like, wait, does her SBA really take 2? No way. And I remember, yeah, that's just a bug where if you have the SBA activated, it will take 2. What do you do about 2M and 5M? To be totally honest, you don't interact with those buttons. You see 2M, know that they're either going to go for a cancel, and if they cancel, we have responses to each cancel. As far as if they don't cancel, that's more specific to the player you're going up against and what to do. So, because they could be doing a multitude of things if they're not canceling, which kind of means you have to be hyper aware of what they're doing. Yeah, that's more of a you're preempting with a button for that. And punishing one reaction is hard, but it's less of a reaction, more of a preempt. Even most of the time, like with punishing, is like sometimes it's a little bit of reaction time, but it's also a little bit of preempting. When it comes to whiff punishing. Hollow Shot, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. So with both of those buttons, you kind of have to either whiff punish or just like kind of see what they're doing off of it and play off of whatever they're canceling into. Well, the problem is against Percival, or I mean Siegfried, is just you're gonna end up in ranges where his buttons are just kind of better. Because a lot of the buttons is really hard to whiff punish. Oh yeah.